All right. There has been a lot of news in the F1 world in the last couple of days. Let's talk about it all. This is my first time going live on YouTube for the F1 news. If you're watching on YouTube right now, we're always live on Twitch doing different stuff, watching videos and stuff like that. I can't stream everything I do on YouTube because of all the copyright and blah, blah, blah. But we're going to try going live on YouTube today for like an hour or so, however long it takes, to just cover all the news from the last couple of days. So if you want to watch the full stream, come join us on Twitch. But for the next hour or so, we'll be live on YouTube and discussing everything that's come out. Now, there's a lot to talk about. We've had the Cadillac out on track for the very first time. We've had the Ferrari engine in the back. So we've heard the Ferrari engine for the first time. Plus, they've done their own fire up. We've got the Mercedes and the Red Bull merch. Alex Albon got engaged. There's a lot to talk about. So let's go through it. This is fucking funny. Not even like an hour or two after the event ended, Max is already on his private jet flying back home. He wanted to get out of there as quick as possible. Now, this is interesting. No, not interesting. This is cool. So this is Simon. He designs all of the Red Bull and V-Carb liveries. He worked on both of the designs this year. This is him here, sitting on the beautiful car that he made. This is really cool, by the way, to see like a smaller version of it so they can get like the paint right. Yeah, Simon, I followed Simon on Instagram maybe like a year ago. I didn't even know, and he followed me back. And he's always liking my reactions to the liveries that he makes. So he's made all of these. He's made the Red Bull one this year. He made the V-Carb special Vegas livery. He made the white Red Bull Japan livery. He made this year's V-Carb. He made, helped work on the one from Sloan for the British Grand Prix. He worked on last year's Red Bull, obviously. He's done all these concept liveries as well. Oh, that's actually crazy. So he made this concept, and then he got to work on the actual Red Bull Forward proper design this year. So you can really see, like, he knew what the fans wanted. Anyways, why am I talking about Simon? I messaged Simon. I was like, hey, man, would love to have you on the stream for a bit of an interview and ask you some questions. He was like, I'm down. So hopefully in the next week or two, Simon will be able to hop on the stream. We can ask some questions. You know me. I love my fucking graphic design. I love liveries. I love the little details of Formula One. And I love Red Bull. So it'd be great. Hopefully Simon's going to come on. And yeah, it would be cool to hear his thoughts. I mean, I think it would be like unique to hear a livery designer, specifically one who's been absolutely cooking the last 2 years, talk about what goes into making a livery, because I think there's a lot of misconceptions, but also I think there's a lot of people who just don't understand how it all works. And I mean, he's cooked, man. He's cooked. So you guys helped come up with a bunch of questions in Discord. Plus I combined them with some of my own, sent them off to him. He's going to get them approved, / pick the ones that he wants to answer and stuff like that. I also would love, I'm hoping we have time and he agrees to do it. I would love to get him to rate last year's liveries, or to rate like the best liveries of all time. Like to do like a tier list. Like imagine F1 livery designer rating F1 liveries. How fucking sick that would be. So anyways, keep your eyes peeled for that stream. Obviously it has to get approval and it has to go through comms and all that. And he's obviously a busy guy. So it might not end up happening, but hopefully it does. He said he would be down. So let's hope Simon can hop on the stream. Keep your eyes peeled for that. Anyways, moving on. Oh, it's just so good, man. I don't know about you guys. Like, the last couple days, seeing this livery, I'm just like, is this real? Like, it doesn't feel real. It doesn't feel like we've actually got this livery. It still feels like a concept in my mind. It's kind of crazy. Stefan, Jordan, thank you guys for the follows. Can I join, please? Can you join the Discord? Yes, discord.gg/Ponden. Just wondering, did you hear about the Mercedes engine? It didn't start. There's a lot of rumors. Is that official? I guess we'll see in a second, Brian, when we scroll down. Sup, Naya? Man's having dreams about the livery. I am. How's it going, Crazy Casper? That'd be sick. Bro, the livery so far, no more Matt. Oh, honestly, I'm so glad they went to the loss. Please check general chat. Luke Ponden is a popular F1 content creator for Oracle Road. That's creepy. I don't even want to look at that. Can someone make that an emote? What should that emote be? Pond Sam? Luketon or Pond Sam? This is what we waste water for. This is what we waste water for to make AI do. No, I don't like that. I don't like that. Oh, now you made me lose my fucking spot. Where are we up to in Discord? Where are we up to? Don't know if you know this, but you created the RB22 livery. Really? Wait, is that for real? I never want to be like, no, you didn't, to someone in chat, because it might actually be them. Where are we up to? Oh, I've scrolled way too far back. Luke? Okay. What the fuck were we up to? Okay, it scrolled up. Why does it do that? We looked at all this already. Where the fuck were we up to? Okay, here we go. V-Carb livery on a slightly different 3D model to the Red Bull. Honestly, I fucking love this now. This on a different render or a different model to the one at the event, and with the blue being shiny, this solves the problems that I had with last year's Red Bull livery. I thought last year's Red Bull livery was too white. It got boring over the course of the year. This is so much more sleek with like the really like sharp blue lines. It's so nice. Everything just works so well. I mean, the only thing that really sticks out is the ugly Cash App logo, but other than that, like, it's really clean. I way prefer this. There's obviously a lot of carbon, but I think they are trying to save weight, but I think they've done a really good job. That's one of the questions I'd love to ask Simon is, how do you design a livery? One, not knowing what the car's 100% going to look like, especially over the course of the season. And two, how much do you have to adapt a livery? Like, how many times have you gone, livery done, ship it, and then the aero teams come back to you and be like, hey, look, sorry, but you need to remove like 30% of the paint for us, please. And then you're like, fuck. And then you have to go back to the drawing board. Like, it must be such a fucky process, man. So that's one of the questions I'd love to ask Simon if he hops on. The extra blue accents is a W. Oh, for sure. For sure. I hope the Cadillac livery would look black and gold and a little bit blue. If I really hope Cadillac just go yellow. I hope they want to stand out from the grid, but it looks like they're going with the black and gold accents, like you said, majority black. Yeah, this was a saying about Simon. He commented, cheers, man. Went back and saw your reaction to it. So I was like, fuck it, I'll DM him. And that's what we did. Rebel USA commented on our video. Love this energy. Matt straight M reaction. Is Matt still in the chat? I what an idiot, man. This guy woke up on the wrong day. He woke up on the wrong day. Can you believe that? Imagine, that's pain. I've done that before, to be fair. I've done that before. What did I do that for? Oh, I set up to 1 a.m. for Stranger Things, and then it didn't even drop.
It's 3 a.m. and it's time to watch the Red Bull and the Visa Cash App livery launch.
And I'm sure some of you are thinking, what is he doing up here with this thing on his
That's
face?
the worst part, man.
You want to see my ass? You could just,
I don't know.
Okay, that's the new car. They've made the blue a lot lighter, like it a little bit was when they first started the team, and actually looked quite nice. The white outlines.
I wonder
really
how many
look
people
really
were like that, though.
And having the livery go back into a gloss finish, where so many teams are still with matte, I really like that.
Oh, yeah. Something I forgot to mention about the Rebel livery. On my stream, I said, it is perfect. It is the perfect livery. I still think it's a perfect livery, but I said there's nothing on here that I would change. There's nothing on here that I look at and I go, I wish this was different. I wish that was different. There is one thing. The Gate.io logo on the rear wing. Obviously, it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb, so it's not a bad thing. But like, if that had Red Bull text or even just like a better looking sponsor, like we had Aston Martin back in the day, look really good on the rear wing, or even Oracle on the rear wing would look better. That's my only downside, but the fact that it's white and not some ugly ass color, like when Bybit was on there with the yellow, it just looked fucking stupid. So it's not bad. It's just, that's probably the only thing I'd change on this livery.
Onto Visa's livery, I still find it weird.
No way he just
pulling
called
off
them
the dust sheet
Visas.
to reveal the car. It just looks weird. But there we go. That's the car. Okay, it's currently
What's Matt think?
white like before. Okay, so they've stuck with the matte finish. I like the blue accents with the white now on the side, and I'm a big fan of those white wheel covers. It's kind of the first time we've been able to see the brand new iteration of
I don't know how I feel about the white wheel covers. I think they're going to look goofy when you have a red or a yellow compound tire. I think it only works when you've got the hard tire on.
This is just a show car, but it's really nice you can actually see the detail on that. Anyway, there we go. Thank you. Good night.
Poor man's had to wake up early for that. Well, everyone had to fucking wake up early. Sometimes, okay, what is this? So the Fast and Curious pod got to interview Max. It was a big clip.
Sometimes when a Formula One driver is dominating, they can become a bit of a panto villain, right? I think you've had a bit of that in your career. You'd probably agree with that assessment. But last year, when you're not dominating anymore and you're the chaser, we felt on this podcast, didn't we? People loved you, Max. People loved seeing you in this different role. I'm aware you'd have rather won the Formula One World Championship, but did you feel the feeling change last year when you were in this different role?
Yeah, but honestly, like, I've not changed, as a person. It's just that, you are in a different role naturally because you're not winning as many races as we did before. But at the end of the day, for me, it's more important. Did I change? No, I didn't. So that's the only.
Exactly. Nothing changed with Max. He's still his we'll just say the truth kind of guy. He still drives the exact same. He's still an amazing, consistent driver who drives on the limits, maybe sometimes over the limits, as seen with Spain. Nothing changed. What is this pause? Nothing changed from Max's side. All that changed is people's perception of him. And I think it just goes to show how, one, fucked the media is in general in the world, but in Formula One, that, they can just kind of run the narrative. But two, how, like, what's the word? Like, culture or like, what's the word? Like, trends, culture, like, can really change people's perspective. So, like, what I mean by that is, like, the culture and the trend at the moment is, like, oh, Ferrari suck. So everyone just thinks Ferrari's a bad team. You know what I mean? A couple years ago, it was like, oh, Max is a villain. Max is a bad guy. He only wins because he's got a fastest car. And, like, I think there's such a hive mind with so much things in the world, specifically in the F1 world, that, like, people literally just think Max is a bad guy. Whenever I speak to any casual F1 fan, and I say, like, I work with Red Bull, they're always like, oh, that must be tough. Oh, how's that? Oh, Max must be an asshole, right? And it's like, really? You know what I mean? It's like anyone who actually watches Formula One knows about Max. You don't have to like Max, but I would say 90% of actual diehard F1 fans or proper F1 fans can respect Max, whether you dislike him or not. Whereas the casual fan base, it's like, I don't know, it's just crazy.
Thing that I can really say about.
But thankfully last year, I think that kind of narrative kind of switched a little bit. Like, again, people still don't like Max and still disagree with Max and his driving and stuff like that. But I think everyone kind of grew that kind of like Lewis Hamilton, Michael Schumacher, Ayrton Senna kind of respect for Max like he deserves.
Did you feel like the fans' love for you more though? Did you feel that change?
Yeah, but I guess when you're a bit of an underdog, probably that happens a bit naturally. But of course, it's nice. Yeah, it's nice to have people cheering then instead of booing or whatever.
Did you like being an underdog in a weird way?
No.
I couldn't tell if that was like a sarcastic laugh or not. But yeah, man, it's crazy how it's crazy it took that long for Max to kind of get the respect that he deserved. What Red Bull flavor is that? That's the vanilla ice berry, sugar free. Do you think that when Lewis retires, he will get respect or hate? He's already very much respected. Lewis is probably out of the. I don't know much about Senna, but out of, let's say, the three, Michael. Actually, let's go four. Let's add Vettel into that. Vettel, Max, Michael, Lewis. Out of those four, Lewis is probably the most loved and was the most loved during their prime. I could be wrong. I wasn't around for most of Lewis's prime, but I feel like Lewis is probably the most loved and respected driver of those four. Like, Michael got so much hate. Seb got so much hate. Max got so much hate. Lewis got hate, but it was not really directed towards him. It was more directed towards the regs and Mercedes being dominant. So yeah, I think once Lewis retires, he'll be very much loved for sure. Do you have any tops left? I don't. I think I opened them all last year. I mean, the new Chromes seem to be coming out soon. Hopefully, I'll get another box, and then we'll have a box for this season. That'd be nice. No, I think they were all equally hated in their primes. Even Lewis. Max got hate because of his driving style and 2021. Yeah, true. I mean, that was the thing. He was up against the biggest fan base in Formula One, so it was bound to kind of happen. Oscar on Papaya. How are you in 2026? I mean, it's a new season. Australia media, please just like let it be.
If you had $1 for every...
Also, this guy, he does the tech. So today is like the morning show in Australia. He does the tech, like kind of stories for the Today Show. But he's a big F1 fan. He followed me on Instagram and then like a week later unfollowed me. Thanks.
Every time you heard the term papaya rules from the media throughout 2025, you'd be a very wealthy young man, don't you reckon?
Probably, yes. Yeah, I mean, it gets
nice. Leave the cursor on the screen. You leave the cursor on the screen.
You know, behind the scenes, it's a much smaller discussion and smaller deal than what it gets made out to be. But yeah, you know, we've got our ways of going racing, and it's constantly evolving. You know, we'll do a review, and we already have reviewed. You know, do we want to do things exactly the same? Do we want to change things a bit? So yeah, we'll get a handle on that fully before we go racing again. But you know, I think for me the intentions were always in the right place, and we'll do some tweaking if we feel we need it to try and make life a bit easier for ourselves.
If you had $1 for every time you heard the term papaya.
Yeah, it's just the same whether you want to call it PR answer or actual answer from Oscar. I mean, it's just we've heard it so many times now, haven't we? Piastri's new cut looks up. Wait, I didn't pay attention to the haircut. I was too busy listening and distracted by the cursor on the screen. What does it look like?
You know,
yeah, it's just longer. I like it. He suits the longer hair. I really like Piastri he's at that like proper, he's at that like proper glow up stage now, you know? Once you hit like 3 years in Formula One, that's when you properly glow up. The money hits, the aura hits, the confidence hits. What is this? Instagram load. Me when someone asked how many times did you goon to the car?
Quite a few times.
50 times?
More.
100 times?
More.
200 times?
More.
500 times?
Probably.
Okay, bro. This is insane. Formula car for the street. Oh, yeah, I saw something about this. So someone's designing a Formula or like an open wheel car that can be used on the road. Full price will be $78,000. You only need to pay $100 deposit today. 2027, the RIN or the RYN FP3. You can get it in a one-wheeler or you can get it in a two-wheeler. Or is it, oh, it is a one-wheeler. The RIN is, oh, you can get a four-wheel conversion kit. Guys, if everyone donates like $100 right now, we might be able to afford it. But then I wouldn't be able to drive it because I don't have my license. This is weird, but anyway, who's buying this, guys? Raise your hand if you're buying this. McLaren team kit just got revealed. Wait, for real? Okay, you can stop spamming chat now. You can stop spamming chat now. Calm down. Calm down. Did it actually get revealed? McLaren. One by one. You're literally lying, bro. You just spammed my chat and you were lying. What was the point? What's the point? I'm timing you out. You deserve a timeout for that. Put yours in timeout. 10 minutes. Bye. That wasn't even a good prank. Maybe that's why it was a good prank, because it was like not extreme enough for me to not believe it, but like enough for me to be like, oh, let me look at this on stream right now, this instant. Anyways, forward Yuki. I didn't even think about this. Yuki wasn't at the event. Even though he's the third reserve driver for the team, he was not the event. I wonder if that was his choice or the team's choice. But yeah, interesting. Because yeah, everyone else was there. I guess Iwasa wasn't there. Yeah. Stepping up, we're pleased to announce Luke Browning will be the team's Formula One reserve driver 2026. Love to see that. Obviously, Luke had an amazing F2 season last year. Did really, really well. He's a great guy. Again, if you don't know, Luke's part of Team Redline. So I would love to see him on the grid. Another Max friend or Max son, whatever you want to call him, on the grid would be cool. Yeah, I'd love to see Luke in F1 at some point. But the grid's just so stacked at the moment. But yeah, he'll do another year of F2, I'm sure, and hopefully go for the title. What else we got? The history of the Red Bull livery. Yeah, you can really see where it went from kind of auraless, in my opinion, to aura. So, like, all these liveries are so nice. Like, this is just a classic. This is just a classic as well with the purple. I love this livery. This has so much history with the domination of Max, and then this kind of blend of the two is so not. Oh my god, this still doesn't look real to me, man. Still doesn't look real to me. Browning W, is probably gonna wait. Is Browning moving to Super Formula? Really? Really? That's interesting, because he only did one season of F2, and it was a very good F2 season. I did not expect him to move away so quick. What are they doing at the freaking car launch? What is this?
Yeah, then we just keep taking turns until it
happens. Oh, they're doing that don't spill it challenge with Red Bull.
Sabotage me. Alright, oh, that's already really cool.
So high. It's like
Who's gonna spill it?
Every time you put the
you can get way more than that. It's not even over the lip yet.
It's rocking the table a little bit.
Dude, you're on the edge.
Oh my. Am I good?
Yeah,
oh my god, I'm good.
I'm good.
It's so going off right there. Oh, we're good.
No, there's no way.
We're good.
It's gonna be Liam. It's gonna be Liam.
Dude, that is literally on the absolute edge. Oh. I just see one drop.
Oh, that was a good pour.
What? Is it not spelling?
No, it hasn't. You can see the tablecloth being wet. I think this is gonna do it.
Oh,
you got it.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh my god, no.
Let's go. Alright, so we won.
We did. Hold on, I'm sorry, bro.
Damn, tough.
Good little video of that. I'm actually drowning in all the content. We're in heaven. Yeah, VCAP are doing like 2 TikToks a day now.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, we watched this one already. So that's the story behind the brow situation. The brow incident.
To know what happened.
My razor's
Wait, I thought he always had a cut on his brow. Am I tripping?
slipped.
What were you shaving? Your eyelashes or what?
Wait, what have you done? I slit, yeah.
Didn't even notice that.
I know, it's because you're lost in my eyes all the time.
Wait, so if it's were you shaving for it to slip?
No, I
didn't cut your eye off.
What were you know what the best bit was? You know what the most impressive bit was? I did it with a cutthroat.
Oh mate.
What?
That's pretty
What are you doing?
talented.
Okay, chat, by the way, do not
Yeah, he's
even
done that on
attempt
purpose.
that.
No, do not do that. I do not recommend
100%. He's gone into the barber, or had his barber come to his house because he's rich like that, and gone, yo, can we go for the eyebrow slit? And then he's like, nah, actually, I ain't fucking with this. I'm just going to tell people I slipped with the razor for sure.
recommend
I
doing
do
that.
not know how.
Get someone professional to do it.
How have you done that?
What were you trying to shave when you were doing?
My eyebrow, you knob.
He just wants to know.
He was not doing it. There's no way he was doing his own brows. He would have got fucking Magui or his barber to do that for sure. First look at the 2026 Mercedes race suit. That is an awful photo. I think there's actual photos out now of it, so we'll wait. Yeah, here we go. There's a way better photo or video. Adidas. I like it. We've got rid of those like random circles on the side. Can we get a full vid? I hate when they do stuff like this. Like, just give us a full look at it. Yeah, I like this. I really like this like teal Patronus thing here. That's clean. They've got, oh no, they've kept the circle things on the side. Oh, but they've kind of turned into more of like a line. I like that. I think it's clean. Oh, gray on the second half of the sleeves. Not sure how I feel about that. I think there's a photo. Right. I think there's a photo for us to look at. There we go. Ooh, I actually low key actually fuck with the sleeves. That's actually clean. That's really clean. I like that. I think that's better than the race suit last year. I think it's an upgrade. Some people might not like the gray, but it gives, I feel like it breaks up the arm nicely. I like that. That is nice. That is clean. What do you think? They did release photos of the full cap. 8 looks decent. Looks exactly the same. Wait, let's get up last year's race suit to actually compare. Mercedes 2025 race suit. Imagers. Back to back. Yeah, I think it's basically the same other than the... Okay, the green dots go higher. Can I get like a full... Okay, this is a terrible photo, but... Okay, yeah, so the green dots are a bit more like placed together now. And then we've got that green here. Okay, I think it's an upgrade. Maybe it's just a fresher. It's just a slightly change. It's a fresher look. Isaac Hedger on sim racing and new F1 cars.
Well, Isaac, it's all happened very quickly. A little over a year ago, you weren't in F1 at all. Now there you...
Actually, you may watch this later just because I'm live on YouTube and Sky Sports might fucking strike me down. Best frame of this vid. Already pitching this on the grid. That's the photo we just looked at. Daniel to Max. I know these soft hands.
I know those soft hands. Oh, I know those soft.
Exactly, it's all happened.
Good to see Max and Daniel back together. F1 Twitter today. Everyone hugging the Red Bull, the V-Carb. Yeah, look, the V-Carb was nice. It's a shame it kind of didn't get its own spotlight. That's the problem when you do 2 reveals on one day. I was quite surprised that Red Bull decided to do both their reveals on the same day, but then again, I guess it makes sense because, I mean, they are the same company, right? Donna, what is up, dude? Hello, Pondinio. Hello. Unrelated to F1. Actually, no, it is related to F1. Honda has changed their logo for the first time in 26 years. Horrid redesign. Don't get me wrong. This is not a bad logo. If you were making a logo for a tech/electric car company, as far as I'm aware, Honda isn't going fully electric, right? They're still staying with gas cars. They're still staying with, like, 50/50, whatever you call them, cars. This feels like, hey, we're a tech company. Hey, we make electric cars. It doesn't feel like a car company. Does anyone know, is this logo fully being revamped for for Honda? Well, is this what we're going to see on the Aston Martin engine now? But yeah, not a huge fan. Again, I don't think the logo is bad. It just doesn't give me Honda. It's funny. All they had to do, right, was get rid of the circle. Someone do this right now. Get rid of this. Keep this the way it is. Add the Honda text back here. Maybe a slightly sleeker font. And just squeeze the H slightly more. Literally just squeeze the H slightly. Wait. I'm going to do this right now in Paint. Copy image. Hello. Copy image. Let's open up Paint real quick. Trusty Paint. I generally think if you just squeeze the image... That's already better. Boom. I've solved it. That's what they need to do. That literally looks better. Am I tripping? And then get the Honda text back. Honda. What font should we go with? Let's go with a nice modern font. What font we going with here? There's too many fucking fonts. Use Akira Expanded. Akira Expanded. Yeah, fuck it. We'll just go with that for now. 50. Boom, you're welcome, Honda. I've solved your problem. I mean, the font sucks, but I think that's all they need to do, man. Look how much better that is. I've solved it. I've solved it. All they had to do is squeeze it up more and keep the text underneath. That looks way better. My email is in my bio, guys. Hit me up. But yeah, I just don't get it. I don't get it. It just having it slightly stretched is just whack. And also, yeah, you're right. Losing the red. Like, do we have to lose the red? Could we kept the red? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't know. Technical analysis of V-Carb. It's white. The Visa logo on the car may indicate that purchases can be made inside the car. The wheels are also dirty. There is no driver inside the car, so it is stopped. Okay. 5 days until we've been building behind the scenes steps in the spotlight. Another Audi teaser. I think they're gonna pop off with their
Driven not by what
ignore the volume, I'm sorry.
we've done, but by what's still to come.
Yeah, how do you hyping it up? Can I just say, now, this might just be because it's the first year, their first year in Formula 1, and they're going all out with their budget. But Audi and Cadillac have already done, in my opinion, more for the sport than Sauber and Haas have done in the last 3-4 years combined. They are actually doing marketing. They're actually doing branding. They're going big with the sponsors. They're going big with the merch. Audi definitely seem like they care about making their car good, and their branding is great. Cadillac have gone all out with the marketing so far. It was a bit rough at first. Their social media guide that first week that the count existed was pretty bad. And then they kind of went quiet for a little bit, but now they're really popping off. Now, obviously, some people are going to be like, well, yeah, obviously, they're fucking big car brands. Well, exactly. These big car brands have wanted to enter Formula 1 for years, and F1's kept cock-blocking them, or these teams have kept cock-blocking these companies from coming in. And now, finally, we've got two brands that actually care. Now, obviously, that might just be short-winded. Maybe they end up pulling a Honda. Maybe they end up doing what the other teams do on the grid sometimes, and they just, like, stop caring once their car's bad, but to save money. But so far, they're coming out the gate strong. Again, it might just be the first year, but it's good, man. It's good. Like, Haas do fuck all. Like, they're they're literally revealing a graphic on Monday. They're literally revealing a video on Monday. They're not even doing a launch for the new regs with Toyota. Like, it's just boring. Sauber did barely anything for years. It's so nice. We've actually got 11 teams on the grid now. Where, like, okay, let's quickly rank the teams. Let's rank the teams in order of, like, effort and care for the sport. I would say Alpine. We'll have to see how Alpine's launch goes. Again, I don't know if it's public yet, but I've heard what Alpine are doing for their launch. It sounds pretty cool. But in terms of their care for the sport and, like, I don't know, they're not bad. I would probably sit them at, like, I would say they're at a 6, maybe a 7, because they do try. They just don't do it well. But they could definitely do better. Aston, they're very corporate, but they actually care about the sport. They're really growing their team, and they're really pushing the marketing. I think I would put them at, like, an 8. Williams, honestly, have really stepped it up in the last 2 years. I think they're also sitting at an 8 now. Audi, right now, honestly, they're sitting at, like, a 9 right now. Like, they are really going all out with the marketing. They're really going all out with the care for the team. I love it. Cadillac probably sitting at maybe a 7 or an 8. I think they could probably an 8 actually. Probably an 8. Ferrari, I mean, it's a 10, right? I mean, they care so much about the team. They care so much about the sport. No, actually, I'm going to go 9 because they're not executing well at the moment. They're not executing in the sport well. Like the HP sponsor and like kind of fallen, like not caring as much at the end of the year when the car was bad. Haas, honestly, it's like a 4. Like, it does not seem like Haas care about their team at all. They don't do livery launches. To be fair, they kind of quit with the special liveries last year, and it's been a big turnaround with Behrman and Ocon. But their lack of care when it comes to like marketing and merch and like fan stuff. Yeah, McLaren, definitely a 9. They're obviously great. Care so much about the fans, absolutely spam socials, always doing stuff for sponsors, integrate stuff with their road cars. It's amazing. Yeah, I would also say Ferrari are an entitled child as well. I agree, but they could definitely do better. But in terms of like their care for the sport, I mean, it's the number one thing, right? Yeah, actually, I'll move them down to an 8 just because they're entitled. Mercedes also sitting at, I'd probably say an 8 now that Lewis is gone. I feel like also they're just a bit, maybe this is a good thing but a bad thing. I would say they're too focused on Formula 1 and their performance that they kind of forget that a big part of the sport is like the marketing and the fan base. And since Lewis has left, I think they've been spending so much time on trying to be a great team again that they've kind of like become a little bit boring. But still, their care for the sport is great. I'd say 8. Racing Bulls, honestly, they're like a 9. It's a shame, obviously, they're at the back of the grid, but like the stuff they do for the fans, the stuff they do on socials, the stuff, yeah, honestly, they're smashing it with like the marketing and stuff like that. But I would say sometimes they do treat themselves a little bit too much like the second team. And that can kind of like hinder them a little bit. And then Red Bull, obviously, a 10. I think they care so much about the sport, their team being good, the marketing, everything that comes with it. I think they're just, yeah. I think maybe you could argue maybe a 9 just because like the whole situation with Max being the number 1 driver, it kind of hinders them feeling like a team sometimes, and it's just like the Max team. But obviously, thankfully, because Max is the best driver on the grid, it works. But they do kind of lack that team aspect. Maybe hopefully that changes with Hadja this year, but we'll see. But yeah, honestly, it's so nice that we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 teams that are like really care about their team, making it better, trying to win the world championship, caring about their marketing. Alpine, they're just kind of a bit lackluster at the moment. They can improve. And Haas is just fucking Haas. I would love Toyota or another team to buy out Haas. And I would love for Alpine to actually fucking get good again. But yeah, the fact that we've got 9 teams that actually care. Because if you go back to like fucking, oh my God, it was a few years ago. It was bad. It was bad. Alpine World Constructors Championship 2026, you reckon? Rusty Leach, Sam Bates, Sonic, and Sam Bates again. Thank you guys for the follows. Welcome to the stream. Menu, thank you for the bits as well. What do you think about the fact that Lewis Hamilton's race engineer was removed? Well, we've just got to that now. Actually, no, this is another rumor about Lewis. Now, Cameron CC, he's a fellow content creator. I trust him. I'd say I trust him. He's not one of those content creators who goes and spews shit online for clicks. This I'm not so sure about. According to insiders, he hasn't put his sources anywhere. According to insiders, if Lewis Hamilton is not happy with the Ferrari testing in Bahrain, he might retire before the F1 season starts. Whoa, Casey! Thank you for the 10 gifted subs, dude. I appreciate it, man. W's in chat for Casey. Guys, if you got a sub from Casey, be sure to give a thank you. But Casey, thank you so much for the 10 gifted, man. Really do appreciate that. Hell yeah. We hit our, wait, did we hit a sub goal? Yeah, we went over 100. Hell yeah. Thank you, dude. I really do appreciate you supporting the stream, man. 27 gifted subs now. Thank you, dude. Thank you. It means a lot, honestly. You want a sub? Well, hopefully get the next lot. But yeah, thank you, Casey. We got some good names there getting a gift sub as well. Yeah, thank you, Casey. Number 1 for the month. Hell yeah. There you go. He's dropped the gift of sub of S. Eslamac? Eslamac? Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. Up to 28 gifted subs now. Thank you, man. Honestly, really do appreciate you supporting the stream. I go college at Silverstone, so next week when the F1 teams are on track, I might be able to see it. Oh, if you get any videos, drop them, or photos, drop them in the Discord. Yo, Casey, thank you for another gifted sub over the last Minja, meaning we have now hit the sub goal of 110. Thank you, dude. I appreciate that. Hell yeah. W's in chat for Casey. I need to get my fucking emotes sorted, man. I need to get my emotes sorted. Wait, Marcin, you've got the #1 clip? What clip is it? How do I look at the clip that you've clipped? What the fuck, Casey? Thank you for another gifted sub over to Phantom. Appreciate it. You're up to 30 now. Oh my god, bro's popping off. Thank you, man. What a legend. He's just giving everyone a sub. Stop everyone from getting ads. Thank you, Casey. Honestly, it means a lot, man. And helping everyone avoid these Twitch ads. Jules Cini, Mr. Prime, 16 Noah, and James Will. Thank you guys all for the follows as well. Apparently, the security will be mental, but we're all going to try to get the sound at least. Yeah, if you get any vids or pics, chuck them in the Discord. If you guys haven't joined yet, be sure to join it up. Remember Smackenty? I do. Why, is that you, dude? I don't think that will happen. I don't think Ferrari Engine will be like your listeners' vid. Anyways, back to this before Casey interrupted with a very generous, what was that? 13 gift subs. Thank you again, Casey. Really do appreciate it, dude. Non-Clarant and Battery Voltas. Thank you guys for the follows. So, according to insiders, if Lewis Hamilton is not happy with Ferrari testing in Bahrain, he might retire from F1 before it starts. How likely do you guys think this is true? Sorry, no, I'm joking. You did not interrupt me. You very kindly interrupted. That's a good interruption. But yeah, thank you so much, man. Really do appreciate the 13 gifted. This is bullshit. Hell no. Yeah, I don't think this is true. I trust Cameron, but I'm kind of like, I haven't seen anyone else talk about this. And then you just drop this out of nowhere. Like, how have you got this inside info? Now, ignoring the fact, let's imagine this was an actual rumor, right? I don't see why Lewis would commit to, hey, I'm going to stay at Ferrari for another year just to do testing. Because, like, you're not going to know from testing. You could test the Ferrari and it's a beast, and then it breaks down every race. You could test the Ferrari and it sucks, but then it's actually very reliable and you actually end up doing well. Like, you don't know until you actually get into the season. If the rumor was he might retire 6 races in, maybe, then I'd understand. But then again, like, Lewis will finish the year at the very least. But question is, if the Ferrari is bad, or let's say it's not a top 3 team, do you think Lewis retires at the end of this year? Or actually, what do you think will happen? Do you think Lewis retires? Do you think he gets sacked from Ferrari? Do you think he moves teams? I think it's very likely at the end of this year, either Lewis will retire or he will get sacked. Or both. I think Ferrari have reaped the rewards of having Lewis on the team. And he costs a lot of money. And I don't think it would be worth to spend another 100 million to keep him at the team with his performances the way they are right now. And I don't think he's going to be able to turn those performances around, unfortunately, unless he really suits these new regs of cars. And even if he does suit the new regs of cars, I don't think he's actually going to be able to compete with Charles Leclerc, who is second, third best driver on the grid at the moment. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see. Put it this way, if Lewis does actually call it quits after testing, that will be... What do you think is going to be more of a shock? Him moving to Ferrari or him... Nah, him leaving would be more of a shock than him moving to Ferrari. I feel like the rumors of him moving to Ferrari were like there for ages. And then this would come out of nowhere. Question is, if this does happen, let's play into it here. If this does happen, who's going to drive for the team? Who will drive for Ferrari? Will Behrman get the promotion? Will they rush Camara to Ferrari? Behrman. Okay, Behrman goes to Ferrari. Who do Haas take? Do Haas put Rafael Camara in the car? Who the hell goes to Haas? Herta? Miata? No, not Miata for sure. Dino? I'm not gonna lie. As much as I respect Dino Beganovic, I think Kamara is gonna get the jump on him for sure. Oh, Hirakawa. Yeah, Hirakawa might get the seat. Yeah, true. Anyways, interesting. I don't think this is true though. But if it does, it'll be fucking crazy. Jules Cini, thank you for the follow. F1 is so back, guys. Yeah, you know F1's back when the fucking... This driver's gonna retire. This is happening. All the rumors start coming out. Like this. Mercedes reportedly facing issues with their 2026 Formula 1 power unit. Like, one day, one day, Mercedes are the best engine on the grid. The next day, they're having issues. Like, I love this time of the season because it is so, like, what is... Like, we don't actually know. We don't actually know what the truth is. But... Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I can't wait for Monday not next week, the week after, when the cars are on track for the first time. Toto has asked the 24-hour Nürburgring to change one of the races so that Max can race as it clashes with F1. Hell yeah. Silly season for a reason. Yeah, exactly. Then, okay, this is what we've been waiting to talk about. Let me get all the Cadillac stuff up first before we get on into talking about it all. And the Ferrari engine. Too sad enough, no. There's a lot of Cadillac stuff. I probably opened up a lot of things that were very similar. So let me just open all this stuff first before we start chatting about it. I just can't get enough. Get enough now. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube right now and you're wondering why I'm singing, that's because we're listening to music on Twitch. Okay. So. So, yesterday, Cadillac was on track for the very first time. Their debut, not just in 2026, but in Formula 1. Which also means we got to hear the Ferrari engine for the very first time for 2026. Here it is, coming out of the garage at Silverstone. And man, are these good shots of the car. Holy. This is my first time looking at all this footage, by the way. What the fuck? Yeah. That's it coming out of the garage. And then I think we've got a flyby as well. Oh, that sounds good. Even in the rain. These engines actually sound nice. And then here it is, coming to the pits. Oh, you can really hear the electrics. Fuck. It looks good. It sounds good. Now, I was hyped after seeing the Audi. I'm even more hyped seeing this now. I said this before. When you go to a Formula 1 Grand Prix, genuinely, the Formula 1 cars are the quietest of the weekend. If F1 Academy's on, or F2, or F3, or S5000, or supercars, or GT3 cars, or Porsche, it's always the quietest. These videos are making me think that these cars are finally back on par with other racing series. Like, you can hear it. Like, where they're filming from is the Hilton Hotel, which is across the track, up in the air. And you can hear, listen to where you can hear the car from. Like, these cars are definitely louder. These engines are definitely louder for sure. Okay, let's have a look at these videos again. Really listen to the, like, battery and the electrics coming out of the garage here. Can you hear it? To be honest, I think it's better in that third video. like that. I honestly think, I don't lie. People don't like me when I say this, but like, don't be wrong. I love the sound of a proper gas petrol engine, but I don't mind the sound of electric cars when they're done right. And I think like this is a great combination. The electric sounds good, the battery sounds good, and the I don't know all the fucking terminology, okay, so get off my dick. But like the petrol side of the engine sounds good, the electric side of the engine sounds good. Oh, it looks good, man. It looks so good, the car. Look, I don't want to get my hopes too high, but these cars already look and sound way better than the 2022 regs. I hope they fucking cook. Before we look at more Cadillac stuff, just to talk about what I mean by like the electric engines like can sound good, let's listen to a Cadillac WEC hypercar just to compare how much better Formula One engines could be, but also how good electric engines can sound when combined with what's the proper terminology? Is it combustion engine? What do I say when I talk about like the electrics of a car versus just the engine? Do I just call it the engine? Like, what do I say? What's the proper terminology? Some say it's better because the MGH is gone. The power unit? Okay, well, listen to this shit. This is Cadillac's WEC hypercar. Oh!
Good to disconnect. Go ahead, Saturday.
Oh my lord! So sexy. So sexy. Imagine the F1 cars sounded like that. Oh my god, but you can kind of hear it a little bit. Obviously not to that scale, but you can kind of hear the electrics combined with the I don't know, it just sounds nice, man. It sounds nice. I always feel so dumb when talking about like the insides of an F1 car or just cars in general because like I don't know what the fuck the terminology is or even like the technical details of stuff, but all I know is it sounds good to me. Wait, did I watch this video in full already? I cannot believe they just did a filming day in Silverstone and we're just like, yeah, there's people filming in the hotel. Yeah, there's people around the track. We don't care. Like, what happened to this, like, we're not seeing cars until the first testing in Bahrain? Now, teams, even Cadillac themselves, which we're going to watch in a second, posted a video of their car flying by. Full-on shot of the car. Now, has anyone dug deep into the aero on the car? I mean, obviously, it's not going to be their actual car, but yeah, that's the first, by the way, that's the first time I've heard the Ferrari engine. That's probably then a good time to now look at the video of the Ferrari engine. Where is it? Did I only open up the F1 stuff? Sorry, did I only open up the Cadillac stuff? Here we go. So then, shortly after Cadillac went out on track, Ferrari decided to post their engine fire up. Now, it made me laugh, right? Because obviously, one of my videos, a video that I made about the Ferrari engine is doing absolute bits on TikTok and Instagram. We're at like 2 million views across both platforms. Wait, Ferrari? Ye listener made a joke about the Ferrari engine. Ferrari 2026 engine sound leaked? Wait, I missed this. Where we joke about it being a tractor, but then the actual fire up low-key kind of sounded like this at the start. Like, what? I ain't gonna lie. If they drop this video without the Cadillac on track, after hearing the Honda, after hearing the Audi, I think it's just them two that have done their launches, and the Mercedes, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds terrible after hearing the others. But thankfully, in the back of the Cadillac, it actually sounds fucking good. But yeah, I just find that so funny that, like, you know, we're joking about the fucking Ferrari engine sounded like a tractor starting up, and then they actually put out their fire up, their real engine. Why did it sound so weird at the start? Like, can someone explain why it's like that? Like, is that them trying to start it 3 times? Or, like, why not just play a video of this? Like, it's just weird. Building oil pressure. They drew the engine to get it going. You're just clueless. No way, Potato. I know. That's why I'm asking. How about instead of being a negative Nancy in chat, you actually be useful and give us some answers to these questions so that I'm not clueless. Thank you. It's year, isn't it? I don't know, man. It don't sound like it's their year. Anyways, back to the Cadillac stuff now. So here's the screenshots of the car. Wait, these are fucking worse quality than the fucking videos. Anyways, what do we think of the aero? Or the design of the car? Looks like the side pod goes down very quickly. It's weird. They look like a modern day Formula 1 car. They don't. So when we went from the 2021 regs to the 2022 regs, it was hugely different. And it felt hugely different. Not gonna lie, from 25 to 26, it doesn't feel majorly different. But what has changed seems like a positive. Like, the cars look smaller. I do. Someone commented on my video yesterday saying, these cars are just way too small. They're going to race so bad. Huh? That's what we fucking want. That's what we want. So they're smaller. They look better. They look meaner. I'm really surprised. Like, when you compare to the, like, do you remember when the 2022 cars were getting released for the first time? Like, 2022, probably Ferrari is the best example. F1. Like, do you remember when we were getting the renders of the cars in 2022 for the first time? They look like fucking boats, man. They look like boats. Like, look at that. That doesn't look appealing at all. It looks like it needs to hit the gym. Like, it needs to lose some weight. They were just so fat. They were so just wide. Like, whereas these cars look sleek. They look modern. I don't know. I'm really liking the look of these cars so far. Anyways, Cadillac, history in the making of Silverstone. Every second today was a milestone in the journey we've been preparing for since the beginning. Checo with the green and black helmet. Now, is that a helmet he's going to rock this year, or is that just a testing helmet? We have a little glimpse of the team kit as well. We've got maybe this is just for now, but we've got like the Tommy Hilfiger Cadillac logo puffer jacket, the beanies. I don't think this is the actual team kit because there's no sponsors, so it can't be the actual team kit. This is just for testing and shit. Nike logo. They're sponsored by Tommy. How has that made the cut? Yeah, I assume this is just like a testing kit that they're wearing. We looked at that already. Yeah, there's a closer up image of the helmet. I wonder if this is actually Checo's helmet, but just with a little bit lack of sponsors. Hope not, because that looks kind of ugly. Same video again. This is a great photo that someone took trackside. The one that I'm using on my thumbnail for the YouTube stream. Yeah, I mean, it was wet, so we got the wet tires on. But I really like the front wing design. The front wing design looks so nice. These cars just look good. These cars just look good. The front wings look like the old school front wings again. It's nice. CL1608 3 goofball. Thank you guys for the follows. Best sound on the board. Yeah, that wax sounds so nice. Side pod looking very similar to previous regs. Front wing vanes don't look detailed and barge boarded. Like it looks all and barge board looks like it's connected when it will be different elements. If you look at RB or V carb renders, it's much more detailed. Yeah, I would say the Red Bull and the V carb though is not anything like the car they're going to bring though, because that's just a show car. But yeah, can someone explain to me the two components on the front of the side pod just before the tire? They seem flimsy and point out. I want to know the purpose. Audi best team, Hulkenberg world champ, you reckon? Look at Red Bull's car. It looks way different from Cadillac. Yeah, we're going to look at the comparison in a sec. Bring back the votes. Sup, Alfie? Those rears look huge compared to the front. No, they do actually. Is there been a difference in size at all? B Turner, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, then we've got a little look at the Cadillac garage for the first time. Again, probably not their actual garage that they're going to go with, but actually it probably is, because why would they make this just for like 2 days of testing? Looks fucking clean. I love how you walk into the Cadillac logo. So far, their merch is black. Or sorry, so far their clothing is black. Their garage is black. Their truck, where's the photo of the truck? Their truck is black. Everything is black. This shakedown livery is black. I really hope we don't have another black livery on the fucking grid. Oh, please. But it looks like it's leaning that way. I love this. I love the black truck with the white Cadillac writing. It looks so good. Again, coming back to Cadillac's marketing, it's just so spot on at the moment. I really like the look of it all. Here's another video of the car out on track, thanks to a fan filming it. Hello? Hello? What's happening? Is this the video that's breaking my Chrome? Oh, it crashed. Okay, well, we'll close that one down. We looked at that already. They just left a front wing in the garage, apparently. Okay. Interesting. Interesting. I don't really want to get hyped. Oh my god, what is happening? It won't let me pause. I really don't want to get hyped for a team that will score combined total points of 2 points in 24 races, but they making it hard not to. Ooh, this video looks sick. Damn, that sounds good.
Guys, I'm extremely proud of all of you. This is a very special moment.
What the fuck?
Like one team. Let's make history together. Thank you, guys.
I thought we were keeping these cars a secret. They've just gone and shown the whole fucking car. First radio of the year. TikTok, shut up. Oh my god. One sec. There we go. They've just gone and shown the whole car. This is crazy. What the fuck?
Guys, I'm extremely
oh
proud
my
of all
god, that
of you.
looks good.
This is a very special moment for Cadillac and one team. Let's make history together. Thank you, guys.
Oh my god. That just looks like a Formula 1 car. I don't know how to explain it. Like, that looks quick. I don't know how to explain it, but it looks quick. The 2022 cars didn't look quick. These look and feel quick. This drone shot is sick as well. Man, the front the noses look so nice. Damn, that's a crazy video from Cadillac. Seeing that. Oh my god, Instagram's just breaking my fucking PC at the moment. Here we go. Red Bull 2026 show car versus Cadillac shakedown car. Yeah, they look very different. Whoa. Wow. Yeah, look at the front nose different. That's such a retro looking front wing, whereas Red Bull's is very like kind of last gen cars. Red Bull have this side pod, again, it's just a show car, whereas Cadillac have this big inlet with the slope. Wow, they're completely different. Yeah, this is not what the Red Bull is going to look like at all, for sure. I think this is a better example. I think this is a good example to show the Red Bull. I think this is a good example to show how different the cars could look. Yeah, front on. Okay, front on, the wings look a lot more similar. But yeah, the side pods are completely different. Different suspension configuration. Front nose is very different. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah. Wow. I think we just put this video on repeat. Wait, where's the one of it flying past? This one. Let me just put this on the background while we chat for a bit. Yeah, that's insane. What I missed in chat. Which regulation of cars do you like the most from current hybrid era? I don't know, to be honest. Probably, I don't know. I'm liking to look at these ones, to be honest. I'm liking to look at these ones a lot. How's it going? Our build up. It's Lilith. Welcome to the stream as well. Caddy looks and sounds fire, honestly. The Ferrari actually sounds good on track. Didn't really like in that fire up video, but it looks good on track, yeah. I think 10 centimeters or millimeter on each tire. Right, okay. Yeah, that's true. But I bring out the renders to see the difference in where teams will focus on intricate design. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. If you're asking about the end plates, from what I get, it's supposed to generate in-wash and reduce dirty air pushed outwards towards the car behind. Grills suck if you leave them open, right? I mean, if we didn't have so much black on liveries, the being a black and white theme on everything would look absolutely insane. No, I agree. I agree. I think Cadillac's doing the black and white look the best, in my opinion. That's not the real car, though, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But what I mean is, like, whether it's the real car or not, I'm just surprised that we're seeing any 2026 cars this early, which is great for us to be able to break down and have a look at. 2026 cars remind me of the 2005 cars. Yeah, they do a lot, to be fair. They do a lot. Ponden aero knowledge actually improving. I'm interested to see when team set front wing damage, get front wing damage with active aero, how long that change will take. You're saying the front wings are going to take longer to swap now in the pit? Is that what you mean? Hi from Jamaica. What's up, Flash Barry? I think the front wing looks similar to 2008. What are your championship predictions for this year? We're going to do our championship prediction stream at some point to keep your eyes peeled for that. But man, I don't know. So far, I'm not going to lie. Coming into these regs, I was very pessimistic. I'm still quite cautious. But that cautiousness is maybe turned into, I'm like cautiously optimistic now, because the Audi looked and sounded good. The Cadillac looks and sounds good. The Red Bull and V-Carb renders look good. The Honda engine fire up and Mercedes engine fire up sounded good. Like, listen to that off throttle. That sounds nice. It sounds nice. Other than Red Bull, who are you rooting for most this year? Ooh. Other than Red Bull and V-Carb, who am I rooting for most? It depends on what kind of question that's asked. Like, as a fan, what team am I the biggest fan of other than Red Bull and V-Carb? Ooh, that's a tough one. Okay. Out of all the teams on the grid other than Red Bull and V-Carb, would I want to see do well? Probably Williams, just because I think they deserve it. Their driver lineup, James Vowles, the effort they've put in. I'd love to see Williams do well. What team do I want to do well the most in the sense of the sport is Ferrari, obviously. I just think if Ferrari were in the fight and in a championship fight, it would just be amazing for the sport. With Lewis and Charles. And what team Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man. Maybe Audi? I don't know. It's honestly, Williams, Audi, Cadillac. I'd probably say Williams, Audi, Cadillac are the three, but I don't know. I think the thing I want most is I would happily, sorry Red Bull, I would happily have Red Bull finish 11th in the championship and V-Carb finish 10th in the championship. The thing I care about most is all the teams are close and can race. I do not want another 2014. I do not want another 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021 where the top three are just on another level and the midfield are just nowhere ahead of the backfield. And the backfield just fucking suck. That would be the worst. So that's what I want the most. Jagroup Dylan. I hope I'm pronouncing your name right. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat on YouTube. Appreciate that, man. No more K1 for Lewis now. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Lewis engineer stuff in a second. But thank you so much for the $5 super chat, dude. Also, Maciel, Reverb, it's Lilith. Thank you guys for the follows. I think 2009 was season everything just went random. Yeah, I personally am drawn towards Audi. I don't know why. I think it's Audi and Cadillac are just doing such a good job of like promoting, building hype for themselves. I hope it doesn't end up being like hype like Ferrari where they just hype it all up and then their car sucks. But I feel like Audi know it's their first year. So even if they do mediocre, there's no pressure there. And Cadillac, everyone is predicting Cadillac to be last. So they cannot do worse than what everyone already expects. Whereas the other teams like Mercedes, Ferrari, and Red Bull kind of have this pressure. Like Red Bull first year with the new engine. Obviously, they've got that excuse, but they've got this pressure of like Max Verstappen might leave the team and they need to do well. Mercedes, obviously a customer, the factory team for three other customers. They have the pressure of delivering with their engine. And then Ferrari, I mean, they've not won a championship in 21 years. In 20 years? 19 years. And they have this pressure of like, they abandoned 24 and 25 to focus on the 2026 regs. And yeah, so that's why I think Audi and Cadillac have the advantage on the other teams. They just don't have that pressure. They can maybe take a few more risks. Aston's also interesting as well, with the rumors of them not having the money to keep funding the team and stuff like that. And, you know, limited time with Alonso and the investment in Adrian. Kelsey, thanks so much for the 13-month resub. Appreciate you coming to the tier 1. Thank you. Didn't realize you were streaming. You went live, oh wow, almost 2 hours ago. Doing a bit of a F1 news stuff. We've been talking about all the details. It's been really good, actually. I'm loving these streams at the moment. There's so much news to talk about. Cadillac over or under 0.5 points? Oh, it's so hard to say because, like, if it's like the old regs, they're not going to get points. I don't think. If it's like the last set of regulations where it's like you can develop quickly and the midfield's kind of tight, they will get points. To be honest, actually, I think every team will get points because there will be enough retirement some races and stuff like that that every team will get points. I think the reliability is going to be a big one this season, I think. Reliability will be a big one. There'll be a lot of retirements in this first year for sure. And the third fastest car, by the way. Looks and sound have nothing to do with performance. Too early. Oh, for sure. The 2025 gaps were way smaller, but the lower teams were nowhere. I honestly believe that the new regs will give us some good racing. Also, how frequent do you think power unit retirements will be this season? If I had to take a prediction, I'd say a lot. If you watched the sport back before the engine freeze, there was at least 1 or 2 retirements every week. And now we're going into new regs with new engines. I think there's going to be a lot of retirements in this first season, which, you know, could be bad for the sport or could be great for the sport because it adds a bit of randomness to each week. What's your take on the new sprint races this season? Do you think they should have gone to other races? I don't mind the sprint calendar. I think there was, I can't remember the tracks off the top of my head now, but there was one track that I wish was different. But other than that, I think I don't mind the tracks too much. I kind of want more sprints. I'm not going to lie. Everyone also forgets Caddy basically had unlimited win tunnel time. Yeah, true. True. Very true. Very true. Anyways, is there anything more to talk about with Cadillac? Have I missed anything? I don't think I have. No, I don't think there's anything else, right? Oh yeah. Real quick. I mean, this is just a concept. This would slap. Genuinely, like, this is one of those liveries I look at and I'm like, if they made this, it would instantly just become a classic. That is, oh. Not only is it perfect for Cadillac's branding, like the Cadillac logo here, the Cadillac branding here, all the sponsors beautifully placed. It looks like a sexy livery. But do you know what? Do you know why it's so good? Is because there's no other yellow team on the grid, so they'll stick out so well. I hope they fucking do this. I really, really hope they do this. But who knows? Who knows? What do you think teams would want? A fast engine or a reliable engine? Oh, it's hard. Because if you're fast enough to win enough races, then you can deal with the bad reliability. But then if your engine's quick, but it breaks down every few races, and you've got competition, then you probably want the reliability. Some gold would be great, oh, for sure. I don't think there's anything much more to talk about Cadillac. Have I missed anything? I feel like we looked at all this stuff enough, but yeah. I love that electric sound, man. Love that electric sound. As long as the yellow is bright and not muddy, I'm happy. I'd be happy for it. Yeah, I agree. Do you think there's a possibility of a race this season where all 22 drivers have a power unit failure? The engines would have to be very fucking bad, very rough for that to happen. Monster Hitch. Thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. All right, I think we're done talking about the Cadillac stuff now. It's so cool to see the car on track for the first time. Yeah, I like how Audi, we got like a little glimpse. It was like, look at this potato quality footage. And then Cadillac's just come out, dropped their own video. Dropped these amazing photos. So many people trackside, and we got like a proper look. Let's watch this video one more time.
Guys, I'm extremely proud of all of you. This is a very special moment for Cadillac F1 team. Let's make history together. Thank you, guys.
Correct me if I'm wrong. That is Cadillac CEO. And that's the Cadillac team principal.
Proud of all of you. This is a very special moment for Cadillac F1 team.
Yo, Pon, I kind of think it sounds a bit like an early V6 turbo hybrid era, like 2015 to 16. What's up, Crazy Hazel? I didn't watch F1 in 2016, and I'm pretty bad when it comes to like V6 and V8 and all that shit. So I can't say I agree with you, but all I know is it sounds good. It sounds good. Tomoto, what is up, dude? Low-key, I think that Merc engines will be unreliable as fuck if they keep the compression trick. Maybe. We're not going to know. They're not going to know how reliable it is until they start doing laps, which, you know, depending on how many they do at testing. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Thank you so much for the follow, Tomoto. Wait, you didn't watch F1 in 2016? How old are you? I'm 24, but I started watching F1 in 2019, so 8 seasons ago. I didn't watch before that. All right, we've looked at all the Cadillac stuff. Let's go back to talking about some other news stories. Let's scroll back up to where we were, but that was a good little segment. That so much to talk about. Okay, let's scroll back up to where we were. If you just tuned in, guys, today we're just covering all the news that's come out over the last couple days. If you've been enjoying the stream so far, be sure to follow. If you watch it on TikTok or YouTube, come join us on Twitch. This is my first time going live on YouTube for a stream like this. I think it's going well so far. But yeah, Twitch is where we're always live doing different stuff, such as after we finish looking at all the news today, we might watch a few videos, which I'm not able to watch on YouTube because of copyright and stuff like that. Okay, where are we up to? We're up to here, right? Yeah. Oh, wait, this video was the one that didn't load. Is it going to load this time? Okay, it's just not going to fucking load. So actually, I may as well just go on Cadillac's page, right? Fuck me, bro. Whatever. No, actually, no. It's a really good video. No. I'm going out of my way to get it. Cadillac. There we go. Okay, this is the reel that wasn't loading. With the sunset. Ooh! I love how Cadillac is just posting vids, man. Now, doesn't sound as good of the flyby. Doesn't sound as good of a flyby as the Audi, but still sounds nice. Definitely better than last year's cars, last year's engines. I'm not gonna lie, this sounds a lot like a 2025 engine, a lot more like a 2025 engine than the Audi. The Audi sounded very different, it sounded like a rocket ship. But yeah, it's so cool to see Cadillac out on track for the very first time in Formula 1. Well, it's unfortunate the pause button blocks it, but yeah. Anyways, that was the video I was trying to fucking watch that wasn't loading. Alright, let's continue on with the other news. Kindergarten des Unction, F1 Williams Driver Academy. Wait, who's the Unk? Is it just... Oh, wait. I gotta open up the post. Oh. Cool. We are only Pierre Gasly days away from Barcelona testing. 10 more days. Guys, I understand Sebastian Vettel now. And here we go. The other breaking news. Lewis Hamilton will have a new race engineer in 2026. Riccardo Adami has been assigned another role in Ferrari's driver academy. He has been demoted down to F1 Academy. Sorry, the Ferrari driver academy. This is big. Look, I've been saying it for years. I think the Ferrari engineers are really bad. And look, I don't have anything against people whose native language isn't English, but when you've got a sport where every millisecond counts, right? And you've got an Italian trying to communicate, an Italian whose second language is English. An Italian whose, second language is English, trying to communicate with a Monegasque driver whose second language or third language is English. Or Carlos Sainz, whose second language was English. It just didn't work. It didn't work. It takes too long for them to communicate. I don't speak another language, but I'm assuming it takes time, way more time speaking in your non-native language. And then Lewis comes on board as an English speaker as his first language. And even that, it still didn't work. And I think it just comes down to the fact that, I just don't think the Italian engineers are quick enough with their communication with their drivers, and communication is so important. But language aside, I also think they're just bad at their job, and they've made way too many mistakes over the years that I'm surprised it's taken this long for there to be a new engineer. And I'm glad they've made that start with Lewis to see if it will make a difference. Do we know who his engineer is going to be yet? Or we're going to have to wait and see. Either way, this is big news for LH44 because obviously it was such a struggle last year having to listen to Lewis deal with Ricciardo. So, yeah. Let's see how this year fares. K1 available? K1 available. I speak 3 languages and yeah, it's way harder. Yeah, again, it's not me. I'm not saying this in any way of I don't want people to think I look at people who speak to me in English when their native language isn't English and I find it hard to listen to them or anything like that. That's just life. Everyone speaks different languages, and I respect anyone who learns English because not only is English a hard language to learn, but the reason everyone learns English is because us English folk fucking can't speak other languages. So I have so much respect for anyone that can speak a different language. But when it comes to a sport where every millisecond counts and your communication is so important, I've always just found it so interesting that they hire these true Italian guys who have very thick accents, and like, you know, there's so many communication problems. And I sometimes do find it surprising that they don't pair drivers with their native language. Like, I'm surprised that they don't. I guess that's hard. I was gonna say, like, I'm surprised that you don't have like a French engineer for Leclerc, but then how would the French engineer then have to speak English back to the main team? It just wouldn't work. But in this case, we've got an English driver in Lewis. I'm surprised he doesn't have an English engineer, an English speaking engineer, because I don't know. I even find myself like, these drivers are driving these cars so quick, and the radios suck, and then you having to deal with like them not understanding each other, and like, I don't know. Anyway, so it'll be interesting to see who they bring on board. At the end of the day, I don't, to be honest, I don't even think it was like difference in language or accent or anything like that. I think it does just come down to the fact that they were just poo at their job. Both the Ferrari engineers. Apparently Sainz wanted Adami to go to Williams with him, but he refused. But that's true or not, that's funny. Hamilton is missing Bono? Oh, for sure. At Michael's time, most of the Ferrari higher employees were English. All I'm saying, if Max had to deal with Adami, he would have murdered him already. It was literally terrible to listen to. Yeah, it's embarrassing to listen to. Ricky was bad. They felt like oil and water together. Yeah, if Adami was Max, his engineer Adami would indeed be somewhere in a ditch. Because F1 forced English on the radio for the TV, by the way. Is it though? I don't think that's the reason. I think it's just because there's all the teams' majority language is English, and I guess Ferrari, if they had an Italian driver, okay, how about this then? If Ferrari had an Italian driver, do you think they would speak to him in Italian? It's required for FIA, really? I didn't know that. It's for the tally. I don't think it's for the tally. I think it's more what Sunrise said, where if the FIA can't listen to the radio, then they can't monitor what's happening for cheating and stuff like that. And I guess for television as well, a little bit, but they wouldn't make a rule just for television. That would be fucked. Wow, I didn't know that. I thought the main reason was just like majority of the team's English. So then, like, let's say you got a French engineer for Leclerc, then he has to speak French to Leclerc, and then he would have to then translate that to Italian for Ferrari, or English for, you know what I mean? It just wouldn't make sense. So I thought it was just like they all just speak English because it's the one that the team know the most. Linoless, thank you for the follow. Bring back Ross Braun. They can't expect stewards to speak everything right. I speak German and English as my second language, and it takes me longer to speak and process English than German, so I'm guessing it's similar. But yeah, exactly. Ferrari do all their debriefs in English. Swear, had you had a French engineer based on their accent. But yeah, I'm happy for Lewis. Finally, I don't know. I feel he made a comment last year about how he's happy working with Ricardo, but I didn't get that vibe at all on the radio. So I'm happy he's finally, what I feel like deep down, got what he wanted, which is a new engineer. So we'll see how his year goes now. Oh, we're going to watch this Tomo video. He's leaked it. I wanted to watch the video. We'll look at Tomo's redesigns shortly. And then some other big news off track. Alex Albon got engaged to Lily. I love their story. I think they're one of, if not the best couple on the grid. They like always sharing their life together on socials. They actually, look, you can live your life how you want, whether you post as a couple online or not. Like everyone, you don't know truly how a couple is unless you knew them personally. But I just love that they like actually feel like a couple. Like sometimes I look at these kind of celebrity relationships and it's like, okay, well, you're doing that for camera. You're doing that for social media clicks. You're doing that for clout. You're doing this for this. Like, whether it's true or not, that's how it feels. But these guys actually feel like natural. They actually feel like they love each other. They when they post online, it feels natural, and you love to see that. And yeah, go engaged. If you don't know the story, Lily saw Alex in Drive to Survive in either season 1 or 2, I think it was, and DM'd Albon on Insta. And that's how they ended up getting together. All from Drive to Survive, all from her shooting her shot. So shout out Lily for, making the first move, and shout out Drive to Survive for bringing them together. Yeah, I'd love to see the DMs, man. I'm always curious how like famous people go about shit because like these are normal everyday people at the end of the day. But I'd love to see their first DM. Like what did she say? Like, did she just be like, "Who's this cute guy on Drive to Survive?" Or, like, I want to know what it was, man. I want to know what it was. Is this method patched, gang? The only good thing to come out of Drive to Survive. Okay, bro. Okay. George Russell and Shambles, their photo dumps are so funny. That's what I mean. Like, it feels natural. Like, again, no shade on the other drivers. Everyone lives their life differently, but I won't, you can probably guess who I'm talking about, but there's a couple couples, one in particular where I'm like, the way they walk into the paddock, the way they post on socials, it feels like, it gives me like royal couple vibes. It gives me like, we're only doing this for the press, or like we're doing this because it's gonna get engagement on socials. Like it doesn't feel natural. Like, just be your fucking self, bro. Just be yourself. But then again, maybe they are natural and it just comes across that way. But I don't know. But like, I don't know. Just they always posting cute vids and stuff on socials. They're just themselves, man. They're just themselves. I love L1's Instagram actually. But yeah, congrats to Alex and Lily. Also, I hate TikTok and the comments and stuff, man. They're always like, they're like, show the ring. I want to see how big the ring is. Who fucking cares, bro? Who cares? Half of the Twitch quartet are now engaged. Who's next? I feel like there's a lot of long-lasting relationships on the grid. I feel like George and Carmen have been together. Well, no, I've stolen Carmen apparently. George and Carmen have been together for 5 years? 6 years? Max and Kelly have been together for 6 years? Who else on the grid has had like a long relationship? I feel like Liam and Hannah have been together for like 3 or 4 now. Yeah, Oscar and Lily have been together since fucking like high school. Yeah, there's a lot of like 3, 4+ gang on the grid. We might get a few more. Maybe we'll get a Max engagement. Maybe we'll get a Oscar engagement this year. Lewis on his lonesome. Yeah, who else is single on the grid now? Is it just Lewis? Wait, I actually think like the whole grid. Oh, Arvid. And is it just Arvid and Lewis? Anyone else? I think everyone else has girlfriends now. No, Hadja's got a girlfriend now. She revealed herself at the end of the year. Oh yeah, Colapinto. I mean, Colapinto just is dating a different Argentinian every week according to socials. Why isn't Max getting married? Some people just have different preferences. Some people don't like getting married. Some people don't like having kids. Some people have open relationships. Like, you know, everyone's different. Everyone's different. Nothing annoys me more than when people have an opinion on someone else's relationship. It's like, why are you mad they don't want to have kids? Why are you mad they don't want to get married? Why are you mad that they're taking 6 years to get married? Why are you mad that they're getting married after 9 months? Do you know what I mean? Like, don't be wrong. If I see someone propose after like 9 months, I'm shocked. And I'm like, I'm like, maybe deep down, I'm like, okay, I wouldn't do that. That's quick. But like, who gives a fuck? If they fucking divorce, that's their problem. Who cares? Why do people in open relationships always look like that? Wait, what? No, I heard the words pang on Roblox. Okay, bro. Hadja was on Tinder during Singapore GP. His account got posted. Whether that's true or not, I don't know. But I hate shit like that, man. When people are like, look at this person's Tinder. Look at this person's this. It's like, bro, let them live their life, man. Let them live a life. Like, nothing annoyed me more. Look, I don't know the full story. Maybe there's more to it. But I remember there was like a story about Lando after the Belgian Grand Prix one year, like messaged a girl and was like, do you want to go get food? And then she like exposed him, or not exposed, but just like released those DMs of him being like, yo, do you want to go get food? And everyone was like, damn, that's so weird. Like, he just wants to hook up. And it's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? Like, he's a person and he wants to have a relationship slash hookup slash whatever the fuck he wants to do, get food, go on a date. What is wrong with that, bro? I fucking hate when people just like leak or like share like their experience with someone famous for clout, and then people have an opinion on it. It's like, let them live their life, man. Let them live their life. It's not, if they're not doing anything wrong, then there's nothing wrong with that. Leave them alone, bruh. Leave them alone. These are the reasons they want to be private. Exactly. Lando interacted with a woman. Clearly, you haven't seen the fan base. Yeah, true. Shout McDonald's. That was probably the thing. He said, let's go get McDonald's. That was probably the thing that made people like, he's rich and he's taking a girl to McDonald's. It's like, maybe he just wanted some fucking Maccas, bro. All right? Chill out. Hattie Piastri picks the animal that best represents Oscar on track. If this opens it up. Okay, I was going to say, if this opens up another fucking shit reel, I'd be pissed.
Driver. I feel like I have an obligation here to say my brother. People say he's like the polite cat or whatever, but he's not really. He's got more determination than that. Like, he's definitely a lot stronger than a polite cat. I reckon he will be a lion.
Who is your favorite Formula One?
Hattie's cool. Hattie's cool. I love how she's just like normal. Like, I love that TikTok of her walking around the city, and it's just like Oscar's face is just plastered everywhere. Like, imagine everywhere you walk, you just see your brother's face. It's like people know the driver's person is so annoying. Yeah. All right, Williams, creating the culture of speed, engineered by Atlassian Williams F1 team, defined by new era. So, Williams, after only being with Puma for 1 to 2 years, have left, and they are now working with New Era. For not just the hats, but it looks like the clothing. Yeah, the clothing as well. That's cool. Now, obviously, Red Bull Sim Racing is partnered with New Era. So they not only do our caps, but they also do our jersey and our clothing. We also did that special New Era X Red Bull Sim Racing clothing line. And that was, New Era's always been known as like the kind of cap company. But they've now branched down to clothing as well, or more into clothing. And I must say, the clothing that they've done for us at Red Bull Sim Racing is fucking insane. Now, I'm not even just saying that because they're our partner. They genuinely are some of the best merch I've ever had. Like the jacket, the Red Bull jacket that I've got. Wait, let me show you guys. Let me show you guys. Like these two pieces. Like this jacket that they did, with the Red Bull Sim Racing logo and the balls on the side. It's so fucking nice quality. It's so well put together. And then this jacket as well, they're like, I don't even know what you call it. And then you got my name on the back. So fucking nice. And that's the thing. Like, New Era were like, we don't want to be known as the cap company anymore. We want to be known as a clothing company. And they went all out. I generally feel like the reason New Era worked with us at Red Bull Sim Racing so closely and made such a cool line is I think they really wanted to like prove to the main team and prove to other F1 teams like, look, this is the kind of shit that we can do for you. And they absolutely popped off. They had the NFL jersey, the baseball jersey, the two jackets. So I have very good things to say about New Era. So I'm really excited to see the Williams partnership now. And I think it will look really good with the team, with a fan base like Sainz and Albon. I think Albon and Sainz seem like very casual guys, like very like clothing wearing guys. Like, I think they'll look good in that kind of like American-esque looking clothing. So I'm really excited to see that merch line come out. Will it beat V-Cub? Oh my God. Will it beat V-Cubs though? We'll have to find out. I'm wearing a New Era Rebel shirt right now. There you go. Puma was alright. I like Puma. I have a lot of respect for Puma, but I think they do a lot of generic stuff sometimes compared to some of the other teams. That helmet could be a livery tease. They've been teasing a more white livery. Oh, interesting. Wait, actually, I forgot to pause on the video. You can actually see the jerseys very slightly. Yeah, so this is a look. So you got Albon's logo down here. You got this kind of Mind Flare blue smoky feel. The New Era logo up there. It looks like a plain navy shirt up top with the blue. I like it. I like it. And the caps, Atlassian Williams Racing. It looks kind of retro. I like this kit so far from what we can see. The jacket looks good. We'll have to see it in full, but yeah. I mean, they basically just leaked it, but... Oh, you're saying this might be like... a look at the... Oh, you're saying this might be a look at the livery? Nah, surely not. Nah, that just has to be like a... Nah, that just has to be a show car, surely. Yeah, that's going to be a show car, surely. For sure. What's up, Chad Lonzo? By the stream, dude. Thank you so much for the follow. Also, Linolus. Oh, no, I think you're already about. Thank you. Hate ads. Anua has an edge to them. I like them. Yeah, exactly. It feels like they're not just making merch. They're actually making, like, clothing, which is cool. Oh, my God. I need a poo, but I need to hold on. Lewis bought the new iPhone 17. Okay, bro. What is this? Some months ago, I took my starving children to grill burgers. Dream of a free Oscar Piastri burger every time you go on the podium. Instead, the fraud went on a 3-month podium drought. My kids haven't eaten since. Apologize to my children, Oscar. Fuck, we got a new Liam reaction gif. He was going off. At my manager's wedding, actually. So my manager just got married in New Zealand. Super fucking I'm not gonna lie, my Instagram has just been plastered with her wedding, but it looked like such a good wedding, and obviously Liam, it looked like he had a time of his life there. That was funny. Funny story, actually. This DJ here popped off so hard that someone posted in the group, like you know how Facebook have like Facebook groups and stuff like that. Someone posted in the Facebook group of the town that the wedding was hosted in, who's playing the absolute bangers this weekend, wherever it is. Give like obviously joking, like give me the address. I need to go to this party right now. Imagine how good of a DJ you must be that someone posted in the local Facebook group that your music's banging. But also, how loud would have the music been for someone in the fucking town to hear it? Did you ever get told you look like Liam? People say I look like... I don't think I look like Liam other than the fact that I have blonde hair. And it also annoys me. It's actually starting to annoy me now when people say I look like Liam, because I'm obviously a big fan of Liam. Liam's my favorite driver. And I don't want people to think I'm like purposely making myself try and look like Liam. Like, it's not... No, bruh. No, I think I look more like Gasly than Liam. Yeah. Don't hold it in. They should bring back the 90s blue-yellow aesthetic. I would love that, especially with the lack of yellow on the grid. Did you know that Kimi Raikkonen almost caused Lotus to go bankrupt? Okay. He's in his acting arc. Wait, we got another Oscar Piastri ad?
It's the off-season. The whole place...
To be fair, he copied me. Yeah, I put my hair down before Liam put his hair down. He copied me.
It's the off-season. The whole place is flat out. But somehow, it feels slow. No lights, no grid, no racing. But I don't really do no racing. Perfect launch. Straight into turn 1. Nailed the chicane.
Okay.
A new personal best. Never stop racing, even when there's nothing to race. See you next season.
Next season. He's already given up. He's already given up on this season. He's already focused on next season. What the fuck? What the hell? My second monitor just crashed. He's going all out with the ads at the moment. Sylvia, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, everyone from Sylvia's stream. Is this YouTube short? Yeah, we're watching YouTube shorts right now. Guys, if you haven't checked out Sylvia yet, be sure to do so. Shout it out. Always live doing F125. By the way, in my head, Sylvia, I thought your last name was Podori. So for like however long I've been following you on socials, like last year, my brain's always been like Sylvia Podori. Sylvia Podori. I've only just actually read your name. Is it Parodi? Parodi or Parodi? I assume Parodi, right? There's probably like some proper Italian pronunciation to it. Parodi. Okay. We've got it. Sylvia Fedora, yep. Man, I work in construction and use DeWalt tools, but not a McLaren fan. You got to get the McLaren branded DeWalt. DeWalt. They're making Oscar an engineer so you can stop contesting Lando. Already fucked up 2027. My year. Yeah, welcome in everyone from Sylvia's Strobe. You got to wear a fedora. Get her a fedora now. I saw that, but it's expensive. Wait, is there actually a McLaren branded one? I was just taking the piss. Oh fuck, I shouldn't have watched that video. Now the YouTube stream is gonna get taken down. Okay, bro. Okay, it does kind of look like that, to be fair. Why did Oscar just comment thanks? Brilliant acting, Oscar. So proud of you. Okay. Thinking of, are you upset with me or something? Oh, Ricky Adama, you will not be missed.
Are you upset with me or something?
Poor man's. We look at that. Max approved.
It's very different, I would say. So that's good. I mean, my favorite color is blue, so I'm good. I normally always prefer this kind of blue. Yeah, it's cool.
I don't think he likes it. He's capping. I think he's capping. Red Bull Racing. It's crazy how different the feel of the team is with the lighter blue. I really wish it was a slightly darker blue, though. Alpine are already at the 768 kg minimum weight per auto racer Italy, with many teams likely to start 2026 several kilograms overweight. This could be a big early advantage. He gets to race with his best friend. You can't make this up. Galax friendship mogs every single relationship ever.
Could be the best.
Okay, I'll watch that in a minute. How much does Williams pay? Because holy shit! Ladies and or gentlemen who maybe bought a ring, how much does that cost? Not that cost matters, but obviously the post is talking about how expensive it is. How much would that be? Karambit Blue Gem, $67. Okay, bro. It's definitely doing the American Blue Ford type thing, yeah. Pierre Wash from my F1 Manager career mode. Shout out, Pierre. I actually think F1 Manager really helped everyone learn, like, the engineers and team personnel. Otherwise, we wouldn't really know a lot of these guys' names. A lot? 100K? No way. Wait, what's a ring website? What's like a ring website you're going right now? I don't even know. Sephora? What? Give me a jewelry website. A jewelry company in the UK. Sephora? No, not Sephora. What one am I thinking of? Henderson's? Temu? Fuck off. Henderson's. No, there's one I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna say, why don't I? Alibaba. Shut up. Jewelry store. Okay, I've seen this logo before. Pandora. Let's go. I've seen this company before. Swarovski. Is this good? Wait, that can't be real. 161 pounds for that? Is this fake? Oh, this is crystal. What's a proper ring? What's a proper ring company, man? Oh, Tiffany & Co. That's what I was thinking of. Tiffany & Co. Oh my god, I thought it just leaked my fucking address. All right, jewelry, ring. Wedding bands. Where are the diamonds at? Do you have to go to like a special fucking blacksmith to get a diamond ring like the one L1 has? That's why I'm getting my girlfriend. when we get married one day. When I get a girlfriend. That one there. What the fuck? Where are the big diamonds at? No, none of these look like what I'd imagine a wedding ring to look like. Sort by high to low. Am I done? Oh. Price descending. Nah. What's another word? Engagement ring rather than wedding band. Oh, engagement. Yeah, good shout. Wait, would that make a difference? Fuck off. Rings. Eternity. Cocktail. What's a cocktail ring? Eternity. Men's. Oh, fuck. Ah! Is that a bird? That's ugly as fuck. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. All right, so where are we thinking maybe in like the 20K range? Are we thinking maybe in like the 20K range? What's another ring website? These all suck. I'm not gonna lie. I ain't going to Tiffany & Co. ever again. You are on wedding, not engagement. Okay. What's another website? Another high end. Like where would Albon shop for a ring? Not Temu. Wedding engagement rings. Oh, my ads is just gonna be filled with fucking engagement rings now, man. Tiffany, Austin, and Blake. Yo, that's my name. We're too poor. 3-time monthly salary. Wait. Was I in the wrong section? Oh, this is the United States. This will do, though. Oh! Wait. That's platinum, though. Oh! Okay, so we're talking like 20K range. We're talking like the 20K range. Okay. Oh yeah, people what are gonna think I'm fucking like looking for an actual ring now. Like fuck. These are more reasonably priced, but I assume this is not real diamond. Question. Do you have to get a real one? Or is real diamond reserved for the rich? Reserved for people like Alex Albon? Like, is it a sin to get this? Exapass, what's up, dude? No, this is F1 news. We're talking about Lily's engagement. Shit, a bigger diamond definitely costs more. So what, 30K? 25% off. Hated by a thumbnail. Maybe I am Alex Albon. Yeah, this is peak F1 content. All right, we'll move on. But yeah, shout out Lily and Albon. These cars just look how ugly they look, man. These new cars look so much better than what we had in 22. Holy shit, that thing is a boat. That thing is literally a boat. Bro, I thought you had a girlfriend like a Russell's. Yeah, no, me and Carmen, we go way back. We go way back. We're looking for rings for Carmen. Bookmark and come back to later. Yeah, maybe in like 6-7 years time. Live, laugh, Lawblad. I don't know if I like Lawblad. I think I prefer Arson. Arvium? Yeah, I don't mind Arvium. I think Arson's better. Livid, Arson, or Lawblad? I don't mind Lawblad. I think Livid's better. Or Arson. Well, Arson... No, Arson's taking the first half of first name and the last half of last name. Oh, Carty, yeah. Wait. Back to the rings for a second. That's a good shout. That's a good shout. These will be cheap, right? Love. What's a love ring? These haven't even got diamonds in them. They're fucking 1.8k. Where the diamond ones at? Fuck. They look ugly as hell. Okay, I'm actually done with the rings now. Sorry. One team, one family, all united under the sun and the bull. I'm so fucking hyped. They really said he's ours. Try and take him. I love that saying. That's a nice saying. Trump mentioned Zach Brown. A friend of mine who's a very smart guy, very, very rich, very powerful man, actually, but he's very fat, and he took the fat drug. I won't give you which one. It was Ozempic. The drugs doesn't work on him. I saw him recently. He's actually fatter than ever. That's mean, man. That's mean. He's lost so much weight. He's been popping off. Give Zach some cred, man. Was that actually a quote? There's no way that's actually a quote from Trump. He's been popping off lately with the quotes. Holy fuck. Every morning I wake up and there's a new quote. Kitty's message is a banger if you read in Trump's voice. Wait, Kitty's? He said that but a while back. How do people come up with this shit, bro? And then Red Bull put out a very banging vid.
This is our team. Success is sewn into our history.
Together we've celebrated the highs and we've learned from the lows.
But with every step, we build, we grow, we improve.
As we fire up for the first time in 2026.
We
This
head
is
out
us.
onto track, renewed, refreshed.
With some new friends along for the ride.
To race.
To compete.
To win.
To dominate.
2 drivers. 2 cars.
One team,
One family.
all united under the sun and the bull.
This is the fabric of our team.
That's cool, little bit. I like that. Definitely going back to the we are a family after everything that happened in 23 and 24. Sorry, 24 and 25. Breaking Peter Boddington to be Lewis's race engineer at Ferrari. This is cap. Don't fall for it, guys. Don't fall for the bait. Meki's trying to fix a broken home. This shit making me feel like I'm a part of the Rebel team. America's a TV show. It's fun to watch. Put on a Kanye song. Why do you want Kanye so bad, bro? You ain't fucking with Heart of Glass by Blondie? According to GP blog, Toto Wolff and Mercedes sent a request to organizers of the 24 hours of the Nürburgring to delay the event. It is understood that rescheduling the event means Verstappen could participate. Interesting that Toto's put in this request, but I guess obviously with him being a CEO of Mercedes and Max driving Mercedes GT3 car, it would make sense. I would love that. That would pop off, and that'd be so good for Nürburgring. They had like 100,000 plus people watching fucking Max live drive in the 8 hours. So imagine a 24 hour. Do you see it? Is this going to be another bus? Yeah. Stop hating, bro. Stop hating. Just pulled to the Tifosi inscribed. Lewis Hamilton tops Dynasty Jumbo Relic. Oh my God. A 1-of-1 Lewis Hamilton signed with it saying to the Tifosi with the Ferrari badge. That might end up being one of the most expensive F1 cards to ever sell. It's a shame he won't win with Ferrari. But if he does, then this car will be worth a lot of money. Holy fuck. Ferrari concepts. I don't know. Whenever I see this guy's designs, they're always cool, but the model he uses, they always look so fake. Like, don't get me wrong, these are cool, but like, I don't know. It's like the car's too shiny. I don't know. I like that one the best, but it's just too shiny. It just makes me look too... It makes it look too fake. McLaren, the current Drivers' and Constructors' Championship, has successfully completed the first fire-up of the MCL 40. It's 2026 car. It's crazy that a lot of teams are only just now firing up so close to the first test next week, in a week's time. In just over a week's time, I should say. They really used number 1 on the car. Wait, did they actually? Damn. So that's interesting. I'm gonna assume that they filmed this. Wow, so they must have filmed this before Abu Dhabi, which makes sense because obviously they're getting everything prepped before the winter break. They must have put the number 1 on the car because I guess at the time of filming, Max was number 1. And they probably didn't want to put number 33 on the car because Max might have changed numbers. But also, imagine putting 33 on the car and then Max wins the championship. So, yeah, I guess that kind of shows that they filmed that before the season ended. That, or they just whacked the 1 on the car even though he wasn't going to be 1 next year. But yeah, I'm going to assume that just means that they filmed quite early. Chat, rate the desktop background. What do we think? What do we think of Ricky's desktop background? I like it. Is that... What track is this? Is this Turkey? No. No, it can't be. What track is this? Wait, why am I going blank? Is this China? No. What is China? It doesn't... The Rolex branding there doesn't feel China enough. And that looks more like Turkey. But then I saw the cars and I was like, no, it can't be Turkey. China Sprint Start. Huh. I'm usually good at that stuff, but I don't remember the Rolex branding being there in China. Yeah, so this is the livery Williams is going to be rocking at testing. Now, are they rocking this preseason testing or just the shakedown? I think all 3, right? What do we think of it? I think it looks nice. I think it looks different enough for it to be a special livery, which is good. Oh my god. Are you going to buy those 2 thingies? Wait, what 2 thingies? Oh, you're talking about the rings? No, I will not be buying the rings. This is a Finnish podcaster. Does he look like Liam? I mean, the eyes maybe a little bit, but no, he does not look like Liam. All right, we've caught up on everything in Discord. So that kind of wraps up the news segment of the stream now. We're going to watch a few videos, but I can't watch those on YouTube. So if you're watching the stream right now on YouTube, come join us on Twitch because we're going to end the YouTube stream there. Come join us on Twitch. We're going to watch a few vids. Yeah, thank you guys all for tuning on in for the news portion of the stream. I really enjoyed that. That was a solid 2 hours of just covering the news. And that was my first time going live on YouTube Live at the same time. And it went really well. We had a peak of like 130 viewers there, an average of like 60 or 70. So that's very positive. I think I'll definitely go live on YouTube more often for the news. I wish I did that now for the... Oh, imagine Audi. Imagine I went live when the Audi was on track for the first time. That would have fucking banged. Anyways, I now know that that is something I can do now on YouTube. So... yeah, but stream's not over on Twitch, YouTube. Come join us on Twitch. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for tuning on in to the first news stream on YouTube. Have a good rest of your night, morning, evening. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.